Well, good morning, Internet from Sydney. We're outside Sydney University. Today we'll be going down through an area called Glebe, to some parkland, and all the way around the waterfront, and possibly as far as the Opera House. Should be a great day out. Sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. Thank you. Anyway, we're beginning here at Sydney University, so we'll have a little cruise around here. Looks like a student open day or something. Fantastic, let's go. Let's go. Let's have a little ride around. Never know where it may take us. Yes, an open day for sure. All the different clubs, no doubt, touting for a bit of membership. Right here. My. Very, very busy place. Turn the bicycle power down. How about this? Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
It's not even that funny. I don't know.
Pretty cool.
Hey, boss.
A bit of dance music in the background. How about that? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's okay, thank you. Sydney University quadrangle area. Actually be seen in many, many movies. Once again, a really, really lovely example of Sydney sandstone. Beautiful, beautiful stone. Hand-cut Sydney sandstone. Just love the colors. It's actually quite a variation in the colors often. Grass is lovely. One should most likely not be permitted to ride their bicycles around in here, but I think at this speed. Well, the lunch is packed for the students. How about that? The vaulted ceilings with the woodwork. One might think one were in Oxford or perhaps Eton or something, but no, here we are in Sydney. Sydney University. Okay. Yeah. Oh, so sorry. I think it is a rather good time to head down to the waterfront below Sydney University through an area called Glebe. It's all happening. Okay, let's carry on. But yes, welcome. Welcome to Sydney. Welcome to Sydney University. Look at all the bean bags set up below here. How about that? It's going to be a concert. Hello. Beautiful sandstone arch.
What? So what?
There we go. A little bit of Gothic Sydney sandstone. Someday we shall return and take a closer look at it. It is safari time. All of those bean bags, eh? Ha ha! What a few hundred bean bags. It's gonna be a hell of a big party. And how I've received a mosquito bite during our Sydney's uni adventure, I don't know. Yes, a mosquito bite. A cloudy, windy day. Beanbag lovers everywhere. Thank you. Now, we're going to enter a suburb called Glebe.
But this is going to be a long one. I reckon we leave it in for, I would say, 6 months. How about I promise you that I will leave you down to 80%.
Glebe Point Road. Lots of coffee shops and restaurants. Very vibrant area is the Glebe. Actually, the name Glebe is because it was the Glebe, meaning the church's land at one time. Sometime back, a very, very wealthy suburb with working class parts. Cruising nicely. Glebe is rather hot real estate, being so close to Sydney University. Extremely easy access to the city with public transport. Very, very quick drive, as one can see. Many old historic homes in the area, pubs, etc. Let's do it. There we are. Passing the old Valhalla cinemas. We're making a left-hand turn onto Hereford Street. A lovely, lovely mural. Look at that. There used to be trams coming up and down this street. Yes, it was a tramway, according to the mural we just passed. I should note, when I was 9 years old, I used to ride my bike down the street because I lived at the bottom. Plenty of skateboards and bicycles up and down this street. Never a bike as nice as this. Coming and going after school, because I used to live right there. Old memories. Okay. This used to be all warehouses at one point this side of the street. So. Sydney Terraces, Glebe Terraces. Glebe Terraces, see? There we are. And go to the right. When I was a boy, it used to be a place called Harold Park, where they had a form of horse racing called trotting. That would have been straight ahead of us, and it's all been redeveloped. So let's take a little look. There's this redevelopment. It's a beautiful, beautiful parkland. Right down to the waterfront. Where we're riding now, will be approximately on the racetrack. Just with a beautiful landscaping they've done. All the bleachers for the racetrack would have been dead ahead. The pathway takes us. Where does this take us? A beautiful development. However, small apartments here would be worth a pretty penny. Let's just hope they'd incorporated affordable housing as well. All the amenities, beautiful parks, everything for the kids. How about that? Okay, these are the old Sydney tram sheds. In the tram sheds, there's a farmer's market, types of retail stores, specialty food, and beautiful coffee shops and restaurants out the front. Because we are on the edge of a park, bottom end of Glebe. It's direct waterfront. And that's where we will be heading. Once again, the tram sheds. Quite upmarket, but affordable. Breakfast for $15.90. Yeah, supermarkets. Very much a local secret, Sydney tram sheds. Now, let's go have a little look through the park. It's okay. You're okay. Love the bridges. This absolutely idyllic area for cyclists. It's a bike that wants to go off-road at all times. So in the distance here we have the tram lines. It's now Sydney Light Rail. So there's a stop there, which would be the tram shed. And behind is the notorious street that is closed off because of so many strange, terrible goings-on years ago. There is a street just there, and that tree line. It should have lovely homes, but doesn't. I think we'll do a special on that one day. A little bit of Glebe history. There we are. And there's a Sydney Light Rail beginning to come through. Distance. Today we're shooting 1080p at 30. It's a rather overcast day, but high UV. Let's see how the product comes out. This bike just begs to go off-road at all times. Jiggly here, not a bad stabilization test, just on standard stabilization. Distance we have an area called Balmain, more of the parkland. Now, let's take a little cruise along the waterfront, eh? Tremendous number of very, very, very expensive looking cruisers. One can see off the left-hand side. This entire area at one point was shipping yards, and precisely where we were rolling, it was lumber yards for shipping. Trees are called Moreton Bay figs. Beautiful. Look at the base of this tree, eh? doubt. Directly above us, there are a lot of bats sleeping. Old ferry being renovated in the distance. Got amazing cruisers. That's okay. Thank you very much. Beautiful trees. If you can see, but well in the distance, you have the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Directly below the middle of the Anzac Bridge. It is a pleasure to ride across. It's like a cyclist freeway. Understated, however, extremely upmarket real estate along the waterfront here. Waterfront of Glebe. Ooh, lady nearly tripped over. Yeah. Oh. Detours, eh? New decking ahead. Haha. Thank God for dual suspension on the Mamba Antidote V2. That was a bit shaky. Anzac Bridge, and directly below it in the distance you can see a huge, what appears to be a P&O cruise liner, larger than some of the buildings in the city. Smooth, relaxing, slow cruise. The cafe. Just love the whirring sound of this bike when you're just cruising slowly. Thank you. It's okay. You're right. Aha, great. Thanks, guys. Hello. There we are. Nice. Black Wattle Bay. Distance is where a lot of the cruise boats for the tourism sleep at night. Yeah. Arborists. Arborist is a tree doctor.
Thank you very much.
There's a- Dead ahead we have the new Sydney Fish Markets development. And to the left of the new development is the original Sydney Fish Markets. There's also a renovated example of the Sydney Fish Markets that no doubt over the years had been renovated from another example of the Sydney Fish Markets. But the new Sydney Fish Markets straight ahead of us. Beautiful structural wooden ceilings, and apparently the budget is completely through the roof. It'll be well worth it, whatever it costs. Get a closer look at the roof. Just have a little stop and look from this side. Once again, one can see the roof. It's amazing. That's what it will look like.
And he started going on it, and he was telling me.
Cruise through Sydney Fish Markets. See if we see any pelicans today. Favorite spot for pelican lovers. Let's have a look. Who doesn't love pelicans? Don't get your hopes up. Great place for seafood. Come and have a coffee. New fish markets. Will be incredible. Come on. Pelicans, pelicans, where are you? There's the pelicans. Hello, pelicans. Hello, pelicans. We love pelicans. Okay, pelicans, bye-bye. And a cement factory. There we go, our highlight for today. The cement factory. For those who love cement trucks, those who've watched the Mythbusters. Say a cement truck can't bring out the little boy in anybody. Yeah. The little girls that love cement trucks, I suppose. Oh. Bye-bye cement trucks. Bye-bye pelicans. All right, let's get away from that. So this is the underside of the Anzac Bridge from the city Piermont. The area we're in is now Piermont to Glebe. Getting a little bit of a rain. And here are the gates to what would have been the old Piermont Bridge. I think they should turn into a pedestrian walkway or something. So, we're now entering the waterfront around Piermont. There's only one bridge over from downtown Sydney. Sydney's CBD, as it's known. A little faster through here is there's absolutely no one. Beautiful big cruise ships, eh? Amazing real estate. On sunny days. Great real estate on a cloudy day. Now, I was through here the other day, these planter boxes. Sydney of Sydney has to be absolutely commended on the quality of these plant boxes here. Lovely coffee shop here as well. Yes, a coffee shop. Yeah, it's exceptional plant boxes. The colors are so vibrant. Swing back around. Perhaps the viewers didn't see the roof of the coffee shop. There. The coffee shop. Coffee shop with a special view.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Little children's play area. Sandboxes. All sorts, eh? Fountains. Ultimate jungle gym, sort of climby, I don't know what you'd call it. If I was 6 years old, I would be just making an absolute beeline for this. Right? Wow. Tremendous facilities the City of Sydney offers. In fact, the Lord Mayor Clover Moore for creating this area is a waterfront paradise. Extremely clean barbecue areas, gleaming clean. Shan't go down onto the wooden decking. It's a bit bumpy. Yeah, barbecues. Spotless, clean barbecues for the public to use for free. Sydney Palms. Sydney Harbour Bridge in the distance, directly behind this tidal artwork. If that's what you would call it, tidal artwork. Public bathrooms, all the facilities, again, top notch. I suppose this is one of the more wealthy councils in Australia, not the richest. City of Sydney's budget might be something on par with Singapore, I don't know. Tempted to stop and get a coffee. Some idea of the prices here in Sydney. Probably really, really good quality. Some of these cruisers. Many of the old wharves, like the one we're on, have been converted into being coffee shops, corporate headquarters, apartments. You see the old tracks. That's a lovely cruiser. Look at that. The Little Pearl. I could comfortably move into that. Sydney Barangaroo Precinct and Sydney Casino directly ahead of us. Oh my, my, my. And another dreamboat. Dear, 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 dear. Can only $20 million maybe? A mischievous amount of money for sure. Goes very, very well with the Barangaroo development in Sydney CBD in the background. Rather tasteful. Jesus, money in Sydney. Global money. Don't expect it would be cheap to keep your cruiser moored here. Then we've got the one that's like a James Bond movie. How about that? It's like these people on these boats really do enjoy catering, all the services. Dear, 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 dear. Playground for the rich. I'd just be happy with that one, you know. I'm not greedy. Ah, look at this catamaran, eh? Wow, imagine cruising the South Pacific Islands in a catamaran like that. But just to get around the harbour, that looks like fun too. Eh? Got those small engines on the back. All right. No dreaming of captainship today. It's an electric bike safari. An affordable dream for people from any financial background can enjoy e-biking. And the freedom and the beauty of it. Directly in the distance, just at the tip of the, let's call it James Bond yacht, that's North Sydney. One can make it out on a cloudy day. Another business district called North Sydney. Wow. A Sydney ferry stop. Because directly ahead we have the Sydney Casino. Star Casino, soon to be closed, it seems. Financial irregularities have caused a lot of jobs to be lost. No shortage of Sydney sandstone. More of the old wharves off to the left. We could cruise around and around and around. Need not do that. And dead ahead we have the Sydney Maritime Museum. Swing back through here and show you lovely bronze. Quite something, hey? Sydney on a grey day is a lovely place. Let's carry on. Fast is less bouncy. a lighthouse. Yes, the Maritime Museum has its own lighthouse. In fact, the Maritime Museum has lots of amazing things. Just look at the color of that orange dinghy. We've got a skateboat for a ship. This boat I know, I've seen a documentary. It's for a spy mission into Singapore. The Japanese were in Singapore, occupying Singapore. The Australian military team took this old junk to Indonesia and went and did some sort of dastardly late-night deeds around the port of Singapore for the Japanese. Yes, that little boat there. If we can see, that's an Oberon-class Australian-built submarine in the background that won't be going on today. I think we should return and make a special just for the Maritime Museum. Any comments? If the viewers would like us to return and have a little look around the museum here, please do let us know. Where you go in Sydney is just another opportunity for some coffee or maybe a lovely lunch. These cafes are getting a little bit more expensive than they used to be. So. Entrance to the museum. Wow, look at this ship. It's a destroyer, maybe. Frigate. Get back to some very old historic boats as well. Ships. Yeah. This bridge is the old Pyrmont to Sydney Bridge, which has now become pedestrian. And one way to cut straight into the city when we're living in Pyrmont. 15 minutes walk maybe, 5 minutes cycle. Again, all of this is really lovely. This is a brand new Sydney IMAX theatre, the building with the W on it. But I think, instead of going around this way and showing you all the bars and restaurants in that area, which we've done in the past, we'll circle up and cross the bridge and be a few steps closer to lunch in Circular Quay. Lovely old anchor up here. PBH, Pyrmont Bridge Hotel. There's a pub for those who don't have the first in these things. Yeah. Huge Australian flag up here to the left. So this bridge used to swivel and open up for ships coming in and out. And this area below us would have been full of sailing ships at one time as well. This is all the development for what once was Darling Harbour, and that's shopping and restaurant precinct. It's now being rebuilt. Oh. Just love this. All right. We don't have all day. Little bit of rain. So it's raining outside, it's just spitting. Oh, a bike track. We're passing the top side of the Sydney Aquarium. Actually missing out on a little bit of harbour adventure. So we'll get back to the harbour. We shan't get caught up in hustle and bustle of Sydney's CBD. Club called the Slip Inn, very famous. Hello. But the kids just love these glass lifts, elevators. In Australia we call elevators lifts. All right, back to the waterfront. Whoa. You live and learn, as they say. Unexpectedly busy down here today. Sydney has no shortage of boats. Definitely no shortage of upmarket expensive bars and clubs. A lifestyle. I can smell steak cooking. Those viewers that don't have smell-o-vision, I can smell steaks, and it's driving me crazy. Steaks. Love the architecture here. This is a restaurant and nightclub. Doesn't appear to be open today. The Barangaroo high-rises straight ahead. The architecture is amazing. Look at that between the trees, eh? So that's all restaurant and cocktail bar, 2 or 3 levels. This is all the Barangaroo. Barangaroo, that's how to pronounce it. Barangaroo ferry wharf, in the distance there too. So again, very, very wealthy area. Unbelievably good food, restaurants, coffee shops, again, just it never stops. We're about to get a little bit of rain going here. I just wonder if we should take cover. Where should we take cover? There's a pub not too far from here that should be reasonably priced we could take cover at. Maybe the Lord Nelson. Ferry wharves, so the Sydney ferries. Extremely affordable. All over Sydney from catching the Sydney public ferries down here. Okay, that is rain. Yes, it's really raining. Okay. Well, it's not sprinkling, it's actually really raining, so I think we'll take a little bit of a break, intermission, or call it a lovely day out, and thank you so much for coming.